Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
everybody. We're the
We're the
Sunshine,
Sunshine Stitchers.
I'm EJ.
I'm Gary.
and I'm Shelia. And we want to welcome you to our video this week. As you can see, we are zooming from our respective homes. The weather in South Florida this weekend is wet. I mean, it's just wet. I
And
think
windy.
here,
Wet and windy and flood areas.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's been raining pretty steadily since Friday afternoon. I think we've had just momentary periods, and I say momentary, I mean momentary periods when there hasn't been rain falling.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought last night, like I woke up like, oh, it stopped raining. No, it just wasn't raining as hard, so I didn't hear it. But it rained all night.
All night,
Yeah.
all night. I kept waking up and thinking, oh, did it stop? And then out my bedroom window, there is a security light,
Mm-hmm.
and I can see the rain coming off the roof in the light. So that's how I can always tell if it's raining or not. And I look and I say, oh, no, there's rain coming off the roof. So yeah. So we are,
It's gonna be a chill day.
yes, very much so.
As long as we keep power.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Oh, that
It's gonna
reminds
be a
me.
hot day.
Yes, exactly. Just a little technical thing. Sorry. EJ, I'm going to make you host in case I have camera issues.
Okay. We still see you.
Yeah, no, but you know, my camera sometimes on my computer goes out and then I have to leave. But since I'm the host, if I leave, I will end the video. So I'm trying to avoid having that happen. Okay, so sorry, folks, a little technical. I almost forgot kind of moment. We are a channel about counted cross stitch. That is our hobby. And we are, as we probably have guessed by now, based in South Florida. We're so glad that you're joining us today. So we always start out talking about some of the comments and information, feedback, that education that we've received this past week. A lot of the comments are from previous videos. We even had some comments. Somebody is watching our videos from the beginning.
Wow.
We had several comments and questions from episode 8. And I just have to let you all know, this is video number 190. So that's and we're 3.5 years in, and that's a lot of videos. So if you ask a question about an early video, we're not going to know the answer to that question.
We're lucky to know last week's answer.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So please, we comment, but don't ask us a question about what floss did somebody.
No, but the thing is, if they're watching episode 8 and the questions, the answer may be in episode 9.
That's
we don't
true.
know.
That's
or the answer is in episode 8. You just need to rewind and slow it down a little bit. Sometimes we say
subscription. You know, we've been pretty good about content in our subscription, and I say pretty good because we're not perfect, but I think for most of our videos, we've been pretty good about the quality and amount of information that we provide. So please, if it's an early episode, and I am
the thing is, so the question's on 8 and then we answer on 190.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, that's the question I asked 2 years ago.
Yes. So I just quickly forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, so let's talk about some of the comments. It'll come back. We got this past week. So the great debate from last week was Gary's piece. What was the name of it?
Raven Bewitched.
Yes.
Raven Bewitched, whether it was 1851 or 1852. I would say that the comments were fairly split.
Yes.
With maybe a slight lead on number 2.
Really, I thought the lean was on 51. We're even split here. So
yeah, slightly split.
So
So I actually did some.
It's not really defined enough, so it's questionable.
Right. And I think it stems from the fact that when you look at the picture of the chart, it is a 2. I mean, it is, and that's what everybody said. It's a 2 on the chart, but as stitched, and as you say, you stitched it as charted.
Correct.
It looks more like a 1, which kind of adds to the confusion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a legitimate point of confusion.
Yeah.
And so there could have been, I kept thinking about it and looking at it, and I was thinking, I'm wondering if there was a final stitch left off the chart for the curve.
Yeah, don't know.
But anyway, there you go. Everybody relax.
And there were no debates in the Blackbird fans Facebook group, so nobody really paid attention in that group about the chart. So.
And then there was the question about what is the emphasis on 1852.
Yeah.
And when you look at the publication history for Edgar Allan Poe's works, yes, it started in 1845, but it appears that there were multiple publications because he attempted to support himself by selling his poetry to newspapers. Right. And so there were multiple publication dates.
Right, but none of them correspond with October 31. So it's an artist rendition. The designer of the chart picked a date and a year to make their chart. So it's an artist interpretation of the Raven Bewitched.
Yeah. But there was one person said that someone actually filed legal documents in 18, no date, like month, day, but there were legal documents filed around the, like a copyright kind of thing on his works in 1852. So,
and I think any of you that did Google it, when you start Googling it, you go down a rabbit hole, you get like 5 dates and years and all kinds of things. So it's an interesting mystery.
It is. So pick your date. We had a couple of people who we were talking about my selection for your WIPCO this month. And yes, so there were a couple of people who were wishing for a harder daddy. So
so a rainy day is a good day for harder daddy.
Yes, indeed.
I mean,
Jennifer W. and a couple of other people gave us some more information about sweet gum, which is a tree and that is found in Eastern North America and the tropical forest mountains of Mexico and South America. And it's distinctive because it has these sticky balls, kind of like a fruit sticky ball, that when it falls to the ground can be very messy and but
is it like burrs?
Yeah.
And it's like round, like this round with like spiky.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So sweet gum.
They have those in Georgia, and I've seen them in Georgia and Texas.
Yeah.
Is that the wind behind you, Shelia?
Do I what?
The wind. Because I'm looking at the wind.
Well, you can see trees moving through this window here. Yeah. Karen K wants to know if you're interested in a stitch along for Ghoul Tide Welcome.
Of course, I would love to stitch that with Karen from Fox and Rabbit.
Yeah, and so I sent her to the
right. But as Ghoul Tide is a Plum Street sampler pattern, and this is month, so we all should be stitching something from Plum Street. So I think it's a great project to start.
Yeah, well, should be possibly nice to.
Did you start it? Possibly.
So if anybody is interested in joining a stitch along for Ghoultide Welcome, I recommend the folks go over to the GaRon Stitchery Facebook group so that it can be a real GaRon stitch along.
Yeah.
So that's what I recommended. Go to the GaRon Tottenbags Facebook group.
All right. So Karen, we have to come up with a interesting hashtag, Fox and GaRon, or Fox and something Ghoul, the Ghoul
GaRon
Fox.
Fox's Ghoultide Welcome. Hashtag
Something like
GaRon
that.
Fox.
Because, hey, this is a big house. It's going to take us longer than 30 days, but it's going to be fun.
Yes, yeah. I do have a Plum Street to that point. I found a Rue Crew.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pretty excited about that because I remembered it kept bothering me that I thought I had one of those. When we mentioned last week that Plum Street is the one that did the stacks, I thought,
Yeah.
didn't I buy a stack? So I actually had to rummage for it. I also found my Blackbird book. I had the sewing club.
Oh, okay.
And I bought this one in particular, just again, a commemoration of my trip to Australia. So
Yeah.
That's why I got that one.
Mhm.
So the other topic from last week was around Obi-Wan, the kids and Obi-Wan.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there were several comments that I thought made a tremendous amount of sense. Number one, the film was made 2 years ago, at least. At the time, the actress the actress who plays Leia is turning 10 this week, which
Today.
probably was last week. So she was 8 years old at the time she played Leia, but others commented, don't forget, Carrie Fisher was a petite person. She stood 5'1". So as a 10-year-old, she's not going to be a tall 10-year-old.
So I'm about the same height as Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
I got more dark side in me.
You're taller than 5'1".
I'm 5 short.
You're about the same height as I am, about 5'6".
Wait. My mom went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "What's your height?" And then she's like, "Oh, 5'6". He started laughing and said, "No, try again." And then she's like, 5'3". He's like, "I'll give you that, but not 5'6".
It's a multiple choice when you get a certain age and height.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So bear in mind that the actress, all the kids were 2 years younger when the movie was actually made. So she was about 8 years old, and the actress who played grown up, teenage and grown up Princess Leia but was 5'1". So she would be a petite 10-year-old. So. And in fact, a couple of folks commented, Corey Creates, Chris S, and Raylene Kitty all thought the
show was good.
The casting, the producers did an excellent job in casting. The kids were great. And the fact they found a really, really exciting petite actress to play the young Princess Leia was pretty extraordinary. So
yeah. It's a great series. I watched the episode 3 last night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's one of those weekly things until they're.
Yeah, it drops. I think it drops Wednesday night, but I kind of wait till I really get some good time to turn off the lights, stop the stitching. It's the only show I stopped stitching through.
So you can pay attention.
There's a lot of stuff in it to pay attention to.
So in the middle of this, what do they call it? Potential Cyclone 1. The name of this system is just so interesting to me. It's not a tropical storm. It's a potential Cyclone 1.
I guess that's what happened. I guess that's what happens when we get weather team B.
Yeah.
Take on the weather.
I decided that, oh, this might be a really good time to go to the movies to see Downton Abbey. Because who the hell else is going to go out in the middle of a rainstorm to the movies?
Facts.
Which I did. And there were two more people who also thought it was a great idea. So I indeed had a very private screening, except that, so now there's this theater, it's stadium, lounge chair type venue.
Yep.
So you've got lots of seats in there, right?
Yes.
There's 3 people watching this movie. We're all in the same row.
Because that's the sweet spot.
That's right. It was the sweet spot. So I had the middle seat.
Oh, good.
Dead on center to the
yes,
screen.
Dead center.
And they were on the end.
Did you get yours? Because I know you choose your seats first.
I do.
Did you get your tickets first? And
Yes.
then they got theirs?
I do that purposely. Number one, I check to see how many tickets have been pre-sold. And at the time when I bought my ticket, it was a very private screening. And I get to pick where I want to sit, which is always like the row that puts my eyesight towards the middle of the screen. It positions me up and into the middle. I'm fussy that way. Denise N has offered you, it's Toil and Trouble, Gary. She has it, doesn't think she's going to stitch it. So if you'd like it, she's offering it to you.
Oh, that's super sweet. I would have to pass. I can, the working copy I have, I can, the original that I have that's curled up, I can use. I don't have the cover sheet to show you guys anymore. So that's the only victim, I didn't want to chance it. If I lost the cover page, I could have lost another page if I traveled with it again. So.
And the tune that I could not remember the name to, but hummed last week was Catch a Falling Star, which was a big hit by Perry Como.
That's what you were humming.
Yeah.
My mom had the record of a Perry Como record.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
amazed
you know what a record is.
My mom had a record player. I had records. Look, the 80s, we were records, on the ones and twos, DJ, they were spinning records.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it hasn't been.
It's not just a plug in now and you press a button and you like your iPad.
Well, and vinyl, as they're now called,
it's coming back.
Is coming back as a very kind of sophisticated hearing experience, listening experience. Yes, yeah. So those were our comments. Again, thank you, everybody. We appreciate them. Please keep them coming. This is what I was going to say earlier. For those of you who are new to our channel, I am the person who usually does a lot of the replying in the comments. So when you see somebody and it says, get a comment response, and it says it's me. I sometimes remember to put I and then Shelia in parentheses, but I don't always remember.
And there are times that she says we.
Yeah. Yeah.
With her and her multiple personalities.
And hey, listen, sometimes we agree and sometimes we have a falling out.
Yeah. But now EJ and I, we both heart every comment because we read every comment.
Yeah. Like.
And I do the thumbs up.
Sometimes I comment.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah. On the phone, we only get the heart.
Yeah. A shout out this week. I watched a new Flosstuber this past week. I watched her 2 episodes. The Teeny Weeny Stitcher. She's based in Florida. Teeny, Teenie, Weenie, Weenie. And she named her Flosstube that because she raises little mini dachshunds. She's got 3.
Okay. Now, anyone that did not get that spelling, click on the little down arrow and the link will be there.
Yes, it will be in the description. Yes, a link to her Flosstube.
I also watched a new Flosstuber.
Okay.
Myasia,
Yes.
stitching in color.
Mhm.
So I forgot her YouTube name, but she's on Instagram prominent, and she designs her own charts, mostly portraits, and she designed a schoolhouse chart with the Johnson brothers, and they
Weldon Johnson
composed and wrote the song "Lift Every Voice and Sing." And she has a picture of she's stitching or she's designing a picture of a schoolhouse, the first schoolhouse in St. Augustine.
Which is where James Weldon Johnson taught.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very good.
He was a principal or something, or the headmaster or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll have the link for that website, that YouTube video below too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Myasia, go check her out. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
So who has finishes?
I do.
Okay. Gary, let's see your finishes.
Okay. So I finished Feast of Friendship from Blackbird on the last day of Blackbird Design Month.
Oh.
So there's that. And then I also finished on the first week of Plum Street, Mary Brew by Plum Street Sampler.
Yay.
All right.
And that's on the Mountain Air, Earth and Sand, Earth and Sky.
Earth and
So did we ever find out if this is the progression of the Santas? Or
that wasn't my chart.
Okay.
No, this is just Mary Brew. It's a standalone chart.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So my first Plum Street sampler finished first week. Woohoo!
Oh, very nice. Oh, that was
Congratulations.
Plum
Looks
Street.
good.
Yep.
So
Thank
the
you.
first one was Blackbird and the second one was Plum Street?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. I'm getting nibbled on. This was the week of, I found it. I found my tea towels.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so this is the tea towel that I'm stitching, which is part of Stony Creek collection leaflet. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. This is one that I had to replace because I lost the charts. I had torn them out of a magazine, and I contacted Stony Creek and they were able to find this based on my description. And
You called them like a store? Like you called them? Hello,
I just went to their website and used the contact us email.
Oh, okay.
It took a while. I had to wait, which was, fair.
Mhm.
And I had mentioned that I had finished 2 of the tea towels, but I needed to do the 4th one. But I couldn't find the ones that I had finished. So here is Summer.
Oh, how cute.
So that's
That was
Summer.
really nice. Congrats. That looks really good. I like the blue and white checkerboard thing.
Yes, this is Winter.
Nice.
And here's a picture of Spring. I tried to blow it up from the.
Is that an artichoke or lettuce?
I'm not sure what it is. It kind of looks, I don't know if they're irises or,
Oh.
An early spring flower. I'll know more when I get into it.
Gotcha.
It's not much clearer from the book, so yeah. And
Okay.
again, this is what I'm stitching now, autumn, and it has pumpkins in here. So, I had been looking for those for a while, and as it turns out, I have these 2 bins of finished pieces.
Oh.
I thought I only had 1.
One bin of finished pieces?
Yeah.
And it's 2 bins of finished.
But it's 2.
Gotcha.
So I had been looking and re-looking in that one bin.
Mhm.
And then finally, my eye caught the fact that, is that another bin? So yeah, there they were, all nice and safe. Okay. Oh, I also have 2 fully finished pieces.
Oh, okay. OMG. She looks really beautiful. She was
I
gorgeous.
went to Art and Frame Shop, which is the framer that Gary uses a lot for his pieces.
I love the frame.
She just did knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Is that like a linen insert or
This is a
something?
linen insert, yes.
Mhm,
And it just picks this up so nicely.
mhm. And it plays well with her skin too. The
Yeah,
frame,
yeah, the
love the-
frame.
the
yeah,
highlight, yeah.
I
yeah,
love that. That's
really
good.
nice job. And I have this vintage piece.
It's a nice heavy frame, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's sturdy, nice solid wood. I had this vintage piece that I had started before I moved to Florida. At first in the packing, it was put away. And well, I may have worked on it after I moved here. And then after I moved from my first rental into my house, it was put away. And it was several years before I found it again. And I finished it and I took it to have it framed. And these are like vintage baby.
Yes, I
Well,
remember you
they-
showing that.
Yes, yeah,
Wow.
but I had just had some back stitching to do. And
Uh-huh.
and I had the chart, but the chart was so, this is before I made working copies. And I used highlighter and the chart was so damaged, it was hard to follow the back stitching lines where I needed to finish the back stitching. But I always knew I wanted an oval frame for it. I thought it was just perfect for an oval frame. And again, she just knocked it out of the park. Look at that.
Oh, I like the detail.
Yeah, as soon as I brought it in and laid it out, she says, I know exactly what will go with this. And you'll see that detail here, here, and here, and it's also on the bottom. So very, 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 very happy with both of those framings.
Mhm.
Yeah, so very excited, very happy.
Good job.
Thank you. I have no other, no finishes this week. Any starts?
Gary.
No?
All righty, so let me,
Ghoul tidings.
No starts this last week.
Okay.
all righty, let's see. When did I start this? Started this on the 27th. Was that this week? When was the 27th?
The 27th.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong month.
Of May, the 27th.
Oh, that was last Friday. Okay, so that's a whip, sorry. So that's now officially a whip, that piece. Okay, so I had one start this week, which I started on, okay, yeah. I started on Wednesday, June 1st.
Yep, that's a June.
This is the Mary Pets sampler, which
Yeah.
was reproduced by Queenstown Sampler Designs. Mary Pets went to a school run by the Oblate Sisters of Providence, located in Baltimore, Maryland. And this was the first African-American Roman Catholic sisterhood. So these were African-American Catholic nuns that ran this school. And I also blew up the picture, a little bit of the sampler so you can see it a little bit better.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got the chart at GaRon Stitchery and I it was kitted by Sassy Jack Stitchery. in North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. And here is my start.
What threads are you using?
I am using Vero Soie d'Alger. I decided to go for it on this piece.
Nice.
And this is a 30 count pecan shortbread legacy linen.
Is that the called for?
They didn't specify.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Really?
did not specify. But very pretty. I mean, just
Yes.
amazingly pretty colors.
I like it.
And it was fun. It's fun.
Is the bud, does it fade into the fabric? The bud, like, do you see it? Okay.
You can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that was my start this week. Very excited about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you started your June.
My June stitching, yes. Yeah, which that was one of two new starts scheduled for this month. Two? I don't know. One.
And you have her slated for more days, right?
Yes, it will come out again before the end of the month. So let's go on to whips.
I have whips.
Mhm.
So I finished my, yay, here it is. March, wait, did
Yay. Oh, this is the temperature butterfly.
January, February, March, yes. Cheers.
Red Solo cup this early?
It's water
Looks like vodka.
or
This
vodka.
is not straight orange juice.
Mimosa and vodka.
Yes.
No coffee for you?
No, not today.
Very
Like,
pretty.
January, February, March.
Very pretty. Wow. The colors in that are amazing.
Thank you.
And when you get to June, it's going to bounce around again because all this rain and cloud cover is keeping the temperature fairly upper 70s
Yes.
the last couple of days, but it was warm prior to that. So,
I thought I was missing a stitch, but that's how it's charted.
well, each one of her butterflies is different. So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I thought,
Yeah.
no, but each side, I thought I was missing a stitch here.
Yeah.
Like over here. That's because those two colors are different.
Mhm.
Right.
And these two colors are the same. That's why it looks like kind of weird. But
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very pretty.
thank you. So that was, I stitched that to finish March butterfly on the 29th.
And that's by Stitching Mommy. And if you're interested, she has an Etsy shop.
Correct.
And we have
There's all
that.
sorts of temperature charts.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we have that in our description below.
Yeah.
Yeah, the I like the one with the tree with the leaves. I think that's
Mhm.
Yeah.
because once you get the big tree done, it's just a few stitches for the leaf each month, each day.
Yes, yes.
And she has like not water balloons, but hot air balloons. She has a
Yeah.
quilt. She has one about that she's doing this year, walking the cat or the cat wandering.
Mhm, mhm.
Each paw is a different day, and then they have different motifs.
Okay.
And then they have a dog one as well. So the next one, the next day on Monday was Memorial Day, so I didn't have to go to work. So I picked up ABC Sampler by Jeanette Douglas.
Oh, nice.
And I finished letter E and F.
Look
Oh.
at that. Wow. Look at that
Yep.
E.
Yeah, the F looks really cool.
Yeah, that I'm spinning this tiny decisions wheel to figure
Yeah.
out which thread I'm using for each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
So I put it in mark up X
P.
markup RXP or markup something, markup XP. So I had to go in and, like shade in all of these. And then up to E. And then I started counting from here on down. That was a total of 184 stitches.
Nice.
From the bottom E, to the F.
Okay.
Nice.
And my colors are most sales threads. And what I'm doing, is when they pick it, like when the Tiny Decisions pick the color, I'm writing down what the color is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that's all for me.
Okie dokie.
Right.
Gary, what are your whips?
Well, I'm still working on Plum Street, so I'm working on E-Crow. And it's been a very fun stitch this week. So I'm doing it on a 32 count vintage beeswax from R&R Reproductions.
Those are really pretty sunflowers.
They are so fun to stitch. They're very enjoyable. I love the colors. And so the pennies are really fun. There's going to be another row of pennies at the bottom. And then I got this, oops. I got to do that giant pumpkin there, which is about 2,400 stitches.
Oh.
Like the pumpkin can't be, because that bird is huge.
Well, the bird, look that pumpkin is.
Well, the bird's wings.
Solid stitching. It's solid stitching the pumpkin.
Yeah.
So
That's the only one. What's the floss?
The floss is Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works.
Oh, so it's two colors.
Yeah.
Well, she uses DMC, Classic Colorworks, and Weeks Dye Works. She uses all three, doesn't she, in a chart?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not always. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
If she wants a solid color, but this chart has got mostly Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks as the color. So that's all I worked on this week.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, let's see. Let me reach over here. I worked on some more of the Country Cottage Needleworks Christmas Birdhouse. I showed it last week as a start, and then I continued to work on it last Saturday. This is a 32 count Zweigart, excuse me, vintage country cream, which was a swatch that I bought at the Golden Needle shop when it was located in Port Charlotte, Florida. It's now relocated to Texas. So the folks in Texas are enjoying her wonderful shop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've watched the pictures of how she shop set up. It's really a nice looking shop. Very industrial looking.
Nice.
I'm using DMC, and this is the one where the chart called for Classic Colorworks hazelnut, but I happen to have Weeks hazelnut, so that's what I'm using. I'm still using a hazelnut, just not Classic Colorworks.
It looks really pretty. I love the bird.
I do too. That bird was pretty fun. There's an eye that's supposed to be a French knot. I might put a bead in there. I don't know.
So is the bird stitched or is that just the background fabric?
No, the bird stitched.
Oh, okay.
You don't even have to put
This
the
is
eye.
beige and this is white.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you have to put the bead, the eye.
You don't think so?
I think it looks pretty just like that.
Okay, all right. All right. I also came back to Snow White, which is a Little House Needleworks. And this is 32 count fiber on a whim ivy. And I'm using DMC Floche and Blanc.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
love the coverage.
So are you getting like a different, you said DMC Floche and Blanc or DMC Floche in Blanc?
DMC Floche in Blanc.
Oh, okay.
The
All
color is Blanc.
right. All right.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the coverage. Are you loving the coverage?
Coverage is yes. Yes, the coverage is spectacular. I mean,
Mm.
I find myself stopping and just kind of looking at it because
Yeah.
coverage is just so
Yeah.
full.
The
Yeah.
color of that fabric is amazing with that white.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it a 32? Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it a 32 count?
It's a 32 count, fiber on a whim ivy.
Yeah.
And those were my whips this week. Because I gave Mary Pets 3 days.
Yes.
Yeah. So who has haul or stitchy kindness this week? I have
I do.
haul.
I've got both.
Okay. EJ, you have haul?
I do, but I don't know where it is somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't know about it. I'll find it. I'll show it later next week.
Okay. All righty.
I put it.
Gary, let's see your haul.
Okay, I'll go with haul
Sorry.
first. So I got the Threadwork Primitives patriotic pair.
Oh, look
It's
at
one of
that.
the it's a 3D pair. So you stitch the front of it, and then it's like a triangle. So the other two backs or the other two sides are fabric,
Mhm.
and it's just two colors, a blue and a red.
You
It's
say other two
standard,
sides.
right?
Is it like a triangle?
Yeah, it's like a triangle.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's going to be really fun to stitch, and then I got to find a tree, a stick to stick in the center to make the stem, and then you do a little
It's an actual stem tree, or
yeah, you have to actually go out in the yard outside.
you know what? Not Publix. Michael sells one of those fake, like the fake flowers. I'm sure you can buy. They can just cut the
Oh,
stem.
that'll be nicer because then I don't have to worry about it rotting.
Correct. Correct.
And then Ronnie and I, we got this lovely gift from Jane.
Mhm.
Her handwriting is
Oh,
gorgeous.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So this is what Ronnie got. It's a scissor fob.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. It's a little sewing machine.
Oh, that's
look.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then,
That's so pretty.
oops, you can take it off and put the little fox on. So it's got like a little lobster claw thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then,
Oh, how smart. So you could change up your scissor fob.
yeah, and I thought it was super cute. And then, so this was the one that she really toned it towards our personalities, I think. I mean, I got the skull with the green eyes.
Mhm.
Should have been blue.
Yeah. I thought we discussed it with blue. And then this one right here, the little snail.
Oh,
Little
how cute. Oh, with the butterfly on its
It's
butt.
so cute. Yeah. And then there was a needle minder in each one. So
Oh, how nice.
let's see. So she made these and put them together.
Oh, wow.
Super elegant and
Very
super
creative.
gorgeous.
Oops.
And again, look at her penmanship. I mean,
Yeah.
Wow.
look at that. I mean, that's calligraphy. I mean, that's
Ooh.
gorgeous. And all
That
her
takes
little,
practice. I've
I
been
mean-
trying. I was trying to learn how to write like that.
yeah,
I've tried a couple of times to learn how to do calligraphy and
yeah, you got to have that. It's got to be flow. It's
And
got
then,
to be
you have
fluid.
to like they do
Yeah.
slow
Thick
and
and
then
thin.
they
Yeah.
embellish. It's like it's a thing. It's an art.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did a class in Europe, and I barely got through. Long time ago.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's all I have.
Okay.
I
Well,
think.
first, I am wearing part of my haul. I got a new t-shirt.
It says 3 out of 4 voices in my head want to sleep. The other wants to keep stitching.
I saw this shirt and I couldn't resist it.
Mhm,
I got this at the cross stitch cupboard
mhm.
Uh-huh.
and I ordered it like a couple of weeks ago. So it came in. So I went in and picked it up. And while I was there, I bought Romy's Creations sunflowers.
Mhm.
Ah.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
It is pretty. I really thought it was very, very pretty. Um, and the hands-on design, Life is Like a Bowl of Cherries.
Uh-huh. Oh, that'll go with your kitchen series.
Yes, yeah.
Is
yeah.
this a series?
This
We
is
don't know.
her summer. This is a summer themed release.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. How cute. I like it. I like the bowl.
Yeah.
Look at the bowl.
Isn't that amazing?
The
That's a nice
details are
one.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
And
looking
the
bowl.
cherries, I mean, they look so real, you know?
Mhm.
Very nice. So that was my haul. I really love this shirt. It feels good.
I like what it says because I
Yes.
like one.
As soon as I saw it, I said, oh, yeah. Okay, that's a Shelia shirt. Gotta have it.
Mhm.
All right, any announcements? I'm scanning my table to make sure that I haven't.
Yeah, I have an announcement.
Sorry.
EJ, any announcement?
No.
All right. So the June 25th is approaching, as you can tell behind. These are the Christmas mystery boxes. That's going to go on sale June 25th at 2 p.m. on the GaRon website. So
Okay.
it'll be in three types. There's going to be a 16 count box, a 32 count box, and an 18 count box.
Mhm,
Nice.
mhm.
And so there's different. The
Quantity
total
of
box
each one.
count is 300. So they've been divided up into most sold quantities. So that
Gotcha. So
Try to
is
get
it
as
on your
many people-
website at 2 o'clock? They just put add to cart and pay right then and there because
Exactly.
people.
yes, and make sure you're logged in before 2 o'clock on the website, so you don't have to log in while you're checking out. And don't buy multiple items. Don't put it in your cart and then think you're going to go shopping, because it'll go.
Well, can you go shopping, fill your cart, and then go back to it?
Yes, you can go
Okay.
shopping before, but just remember, quickest things are to check out as soon as you get it.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to miss out. It's a really great box, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody enjoy it.
Okay, good, excellent, okay. Just a reminder, I haven't updated my thing yet, but June is Plum Street Samplers for the hashtag GaRon Designer Focus.
Yes.
Mhm.
This is a co-hosted year of monthly focus on different designers with Season Stitch and 614 Stitcher.
Sounds good.
Yes. And I think, yeah, those are all of our announcements.
Okay.
Alrighty. I also want to say, I should have mentioned this up front. May was hashtag mental health care Sal.
Mhm.
And we, spoke to the importance of mental health care in our last video. And we had several wonderful comments appreciating the fact that we took a few minutes to speak to the importance of self-care, reaching out, talking to others, and not hanging on to old stuff that ultimately gets in your way. And we had so many wonderful, appreciative comments about that conversation. So thank you so much. And thank you to the 614 Stitcher, who really initiated and presented information in each one of her videos throughout the month around various aspects of mental health care, not only stressing the importance of taking care of yourself and seeking help, but offering explanations and helping people to understand mental health. So, yeah.
Thank you, Candy.
Yes, indeed. So that's the end of announcements, plans.
Okay. So I don't know if I showed this last week. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. So I'm going to be working on my June 2022 magazine monthly challenge. And the theme is flowers. And I chose Blackbird butterfly because I still need to do, what I did was I paired WipGo and this together, and whatever days I needed, I put as my goal. Because I need 2 more days for Blackbird butterfly, and I wrote that some of the motifs look like flowers, so it matched the theme.
Okay.
And the acrostic is floral,
Mm-hmm.
and I chose ABC sampler, the letter F. Lingerie was for Harder Daddy for the
There you
letter L.
go.
Ornaments for Christmas ornaments. Rosewood Manor for Autumn Quaker.
Okay.
American abolitionist and social activist was Harriet Tubman. And then lace, because I'm in the L part, for ABC de la Bordeuse by Jeanette.
I figured you would have put Hardy Daddy back in there again.
Or lace.
Lace.
That's a good. Wow, I like it. Shelia chose Harder Daddy, and Candy the 614 Stitcher, her whip go choice is Harriet Tubman.
Very
Oh,
good.
cool.
We're clearly on 2 different extremes.
But she's like, she's like, oh man, when Shelia chose Harder Daddy, that was gonna be her pick.
Oh.
So funny.
Okay, so we're not in 2 different places after all.
Yeah, you guys are on the same wavelength, okay?
I don't know what that says about us, but
You just
we're
got
not alone, because there were others who also were rooting for Harder Daddy. So
Yes. Oh, Gary, someone said that you look like a merman in the comments. Like
the merman
yeah.
looks a little bit like me. Like that.
Yes, to
Buns of steel.
Wishes.
Now I feel like I want to go to the beach.
Work out first.
Oh my.
I'll just bury everything in the sand.
And
Just
then your head up.
So when you get up, people say, "What's that dent?"
I don't know. Was there when I laid there?
Of course, I can't talk. I would leave 2 dents, so you know. EJ, what about your? Oh, that was your plan. So Gary, what are your plans?
My plan is to stitch some more on Eat Crow.
Okay.
Because I just got the bottom half to do, and I want to knock out that pumpkin this week.
Okay.
And then
let me ask, are you going to stitch it? I noticed on the picture that it was stitched horizontally, so it had the horizontal striping. Are you going to stitch it that way, or are you going to go?
I like this way because it's broken out into segments.
Yeah.
And I think that looks really cool.
Okay.
No, isn't it 2 different colors or just one color?
No, it's one color.
Oh, I thought you okay.
Mine is not as variegated as this one is, so it'll be more subtle.
So let's see the picture again up close. Is there a line to designate each of the vertical sections?
Yeah, it's a different color. It's
Okay.
the same color.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll make it easy to stitch too, because you just focus on one section.
Exactly. One section. Yeah.
And
Very
it's not overwhelming, I think.
Yeah, no, that's a good crank on a good find a good series, 8-10 episode series, and crank your way through it.
Oh, I just figured the Zoom session tomorrow with and then also I'm gonna start Ghoul-Tide.
Okay.
Welcome with Karen.
All righty.
And I got a couple of fabrics I'm gonna choose. I wanted to, in honor, I was gonna do it on flannel flower from
All right.
so that way I can always remember Karen and I stitched it together.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of maybe Duxbury, but I think that's too splotchy. But
Okay.
I like the color.
That's pretty. I think that everything will sit nice on it.
Yeah, and it's got the cloud. It looks like clouds.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All righty. So my plans, just to wrap up the month of May, I had some open days the beginning of the week, which I used for Snow White. And the reason I did that is because Snow White is a lot of stitching. And so I wanted to put some additional time into it. So my June plan, here it is. June this month, I'm focusing on Juneteenth and Pride Month. So starting today and today, Saturday, and today, Sunday, and Monday, I'm going to work on Wash Day, Clementine Hunter. And I've also loaded that into Markup RXP. And we'll have to go back and do some catch up on highlighting first. Right. But the quality of the chart in Markup is so much better than what was in Goodreader. And I think it's going to make it so much easier actually going forward. Because I got stopped because I was struggling so with the symbols. And then I'm going to put 3 days in on Rosa Parks.
Nice.
Which is sassafras samplers. And I'm doing that with Cosmo Threads. I'm really excited about that. I started her during Black History Month, February. And Friday, I'm going to work on Let's Talk Stitching by Hands-On Design.
Oh, nice.
Which is part of my different stitching kind of experience, for different types of finishing this year. Because I'm actually going to make
the hexagon box?
No, this is going to be made into a bag that's quilted, like a project bag, but it's quilted, like, and I bought the fabric set to actually make the bag. Have to piece and then quilt. And I've invited myself to our friend Shelley's house.
She's a quilter too? Shelley's a quilter?
Oh, major.
Oh, yes, she is.
Wow.
Major. Yeah.
How did you not know this?
Yeah.
I know she did a lot of fiber arts.
Oh,
I didn't know she was a quilter too.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. So I knew exactly where I was going to say, hey, Shelley, I'm coming to your house. Shelley's like, okay.
And when you walk up to the front door, she's going to say, leave the glue on the step.
Don't you have to glue it in place first before you stitch to make sure?
Leave the glue on the step.
So so I'm very excited this week. I'm excited about moving. I might not get that much stitching done on wash day today because I have a lot of catch up to do, I think, in highlighting. So yeah. So no, I'm sorry. That was all wrong. I'm sorry. Wash day is in Goodreader. Wash day is going to stay in Goodreader. I loaded the game.
The game.
Ooh, thunder. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I'm living right next to you, seeing.
Yeah. I loaded the game into Markup XP, and I think that is a game changer.
The thing is, I think it's not going to take you long to highlight what you've already stitched.
No, because that's
just a swipe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What you can do is do the border, like stitch like mark up around where you're gonna stitch, and then
fill in.
Yeah.
Now the tricky part, I have so many mistakes in there because it was so hard to follow the symbols, which is why I stopped. Because the symbols got messy, and the printed copy is way too small. And then I tried expanding it, and then it got fuzzy. It was just. But I've been persevering for sure.
Nice.
And I really like the copy that came into Markup RXP. So yeah.
Okay.
All righty. I think that's it.
I got one more thing.
Oh.
Ronnie and I have started packing for our StitchCon. We're so excited. I know we still got 2 more weeks, but.
So what do you all pack first?
I got StitchCon shirt already.
Well, that's last year's StitchCon shirt.
I know, but it's still green.
Oh, okay.
And this year's is green also. So.
Oh, okay.
Same green or different green?
Hopefully, it better be the same green.
So you got your shirts. Did you pack your stitching or not yet?
I got a lot of stitching packed. I'm taking Light My Fire because he started there.
Oh,
Okay,
Little
that's
devil.
right. That's right.
yeah.
He'll only be stitched at StitchCon. So that means it's going to take 50 years to stitch.
I know exactly. I was gonna say, oh my God, this is become a lifetime project.
I might as well buy the lifetime pass at StitchCon.
Yes.
Take my money.
That's nice. Okay, you bought your lighting?
Lighting. I got my lighting. I got my halo.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I
Did you
charged
bring,
up my halo in Thursday and Friday. I have 2 halo. I charged them up just in case.
Oh, that's
We lost
smart. I should do that.
Yeah.
and
But
I
you know,
heard,
it's a rain event. You never know.
yeah, and I heard Kristen and Derek's going to be in Group B.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, that would
Yeah.
be hysterical. Oh my
That'll be
God.
fun.
Gonna be
Yeah.
a party.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
They're probably
Okie dokie.
shy.
Yeah. All righty. So I think we've said it all.
Don't forget.
No matter
No
where
matter
you
where
are,
you are, the
the
sun
sun
is
is
always
always
shining
shining when
when
you're
you're
stitching.
stitching. Bye.
Bye.